Welcome to the teaching and prophetic ministry of Emmanuel Areo, lead pastor of Build Network Global. It is his vision to make God's people rule through the restoration of kingdom civilization in our various spheres of influence. Come and build with us.
Let me even say something. Imagine a world that exists where God cannot control you. About it. You know, some of you, have you ever heard the situation where it happens different times, especially when students resume, that you will hear that they rob that's not gay, that's and in fact you start hearing news that they were shooting you, you were sleeping. The gunshot did not wake you up. It was the next morning. You didn't even hear about it from your neighbors. You heard about it on Twitter. Somebody posted it before you knew that evil came near your dwelling. If God cannot control evil, you think that armed robbers have not thought about coming to your house? Think about it. You think the armed robbers have not passed in front of your lodge and look at your room and say, oh, then you know, oh, then they be 2 laptops in the living. Listen, the only reason, think about this, the only reason why that armed robber has not attempted it is that God has not put it in his mind. There's something about God that you need to understand. It will help you to pray more. Some of us will live, some of us will have things that your dad will even out on the road. You think everybody in the street is a good person? You think people have not passed in the street and have counted houses? Have you see God, by God's grace, things like that will not happen. You know the police system in Nigeria is messed up. You can call police now. After the armed robbers have gone, 2 hours later, the police will now start coming and say, hey, armed robbery law. With the messed up police system in Nigeria or security system in Nigeria, you think the only reason why we are preserved is that God has been sustaining. This is why we pray, because God sustains all things. He sustains all things. The armed robber that's robbed and walked alive, God will sustain him. And listen, you might not understand. The armed robber might be an evangelist tomorrow. You remember that is why I've told you that when it comes to sin, God will settle you later. When it comes to foolishness, it's you that will lock your door. I've seen my own. That's a side note, but I'm just saying, God sustains all things. That's number 2, the providence of God. Is why Romans chapter 8 verse 28 says that all things, God works together. Say it to me one more time. Say God works. That should be a mantra in this house already. God works. That God, if God can control evil, that's the reason why God can work things together. God can work things together. That you entered school late, God can work things together. That somebody broke your heart, God can work things together. That you lost a job, God can work things together. That you lost money, God can work things together. And sometimes it's when you get to the other side, that's when you will see that that God was sustaining all the while.